Welcome back and thank you for watching. We're here at week 3 of Thursday Night Fights at Mohawk Martial Arts. Gonna get things underway in just a second here. We're gonna start off with Max Gorham versus Derek Friedline. Max is our reigning champion from last week. Derek had a nice little Kimura trap that he got Rob with last week, so you know, should be an interesting match here. Max is clinching up high on Derek. Derek's getting in. He's going to go for the throw. He's going to go for that little trip throw. Derek does scramble back up, but Max locks in the front headlock position, starts working towards the back here. And Derek tries to scramble. Max does a really good job floating him out here. See how this continues to play out here. Max is starting to try to isolate a limb, it looks like. Derek's tough, though. Derek's really strong, so it's tough sometimes, going for this isolated limb. He's really able to bring his limbs back in pretty well, as one of the larger, stronger guys at the gym. Max going to step over for the arm bar here. Derek's just about out. Oh, he's just about out, but Max sucks him back in. Wow, look at that. And he's going to extend it out and get the tap. That was really good setup for Max. Good way to start the show. Two of the night. Now we have Charlie Breslin versus Brooks Johnson. This is a real age gap. Charlie's senior in high school. Brooks is 53. Charlie, they're tying up here. Charlie goes in for that double leg. Brooks does a good job sprawling his hips away. The size advantage definitely helps, but Charlie stays on that leg and sucks it in. Brooks locks into a half guard right here to start controlling Charlie's, and he rolls into that Z guard, that low Z shield. Staying here, Brooks is doing a really good job with his frames and not allowing Charlie to progress forward. Really important part. But Charlie's going to get after it. He's a dog, so he puts his head down and goes forward. That you can expect from him. Brooks going to lock the guard back up. Here, he's got that far arm trapped, and he's really controlling Charlie's posture here. Charlie just got done. They just got runner-up in the state finals for hockey, so he hasn't been training as much, but he picks up everything very quickly. So, he's stuck in Brooks's guard here a little bit, but he's doing a really good job keeping himself relatively safe considering his lack of mat time lately. So Brooks is going to continue trying to work for this position. Brooks likes this guard. It's kind of become his thing. Everybody doesn't want to be, there's two places you don't want to be in the gym right now. For the most part, it's stuck in Brooks's guard and under Derek and side control. So, those are the two positions we're looking at. Brooks is going to keep just kind of working it down here. Just grind him out. He's trying to go for that kind of sweep, but Charlie's base is really, really strong. You see how wide his leg is out, and he's doing a good job making sure that Brooks doesn't get the leverage to finish the sweep on him. Brooks is going to attempt the guillotine here. Charlie does a really good job tripoding on him. Again, a lot of what Charlie does is just natural, so it's not even anything that we're teaching specifically for the gym. So, it's good. As he keeps working here, he keeps his hand on the mat. Brooks is working inside position. That right hand, he has that overhook on the left arm. Really, there's a point where I start telling them to start attacking because it just felt like there was a lot of holding and not really any progression of the position. Charlie tries to grab over Brooks' neck, just trying to get something started. That's a big focus of the rules here, is that we do continually go for submissions. I don't want to have matches stall out too much, and especially with Brooks as the larger, heavier opponent and holding Charlie in this guard. He could get away with this for 5 minutes pretty easily, but what do we actually accomplish? So, there's definitely an emphasis on attacking submissions.
Some work. Just holding a position. I need to see some attacks or something, or I'm going to stand you guys up.
Brooks going to continue working these angles slightly. There we go. He goes up to this sort of Williams guard situation here that he really likes. And Charlie's going to... Charlie made the mistake there where he didn't block that in. Brooks sets up the triangle. He readjusts his feet nicely. He's going to grab that ankle. He's going to cut the angle. He is. He's going to pull down on the head as he cuts the angle. He has that triangle armbar combo. Squeezes, pulls down, and that's going to cause the tap. Nice work from Brooks there. And these guys cannot figure out how to finish one another. Multiple matches, they just cannot. They've all gone the distance, so we'll see how this one plays out here. Tying up hands. Tom has inside position. He's inside position and wrist control, which is always a good start. Play around Ryan. Tom shoots in. Tom likes to shoot in. He's going to suck that leg in and start working around. Rob does have back access here, though, and Rob's going to take that. He's going to, Tom got a little lazy staying down on the ground, and he let Rob climb up on him. He didn't have enough sense of urgency to get his arm out. But, Rob keeps adjusting onto the back here, staying with it. Here we go. Now Tom finally decides not to let him get back up. Just a couple small adjustments there from Tom. He's stuck in the legs, and he's trying to pass. Rob's kind of holding on to a headlock to stop him from going to his back, but Tom gets through it, fights through it, and gets onto Rob's back here. It looks like he's starting to get that left arm under the neck as he's working the position. And he's here, and there we go. It's going to roll over. He's choking. Rob's fighting. Rob's like, there's the tap. There's the tap. We got it. Wow. Rear naked choke. Finally, we got a winner out of these two. age versus wisdom here. Idolo Senior High School as well. Brooks again, 53. They're gonna start working. Lots of quick twitch stuff here. Lots of hand stuff. Brooks looks for his little pinch head throw takedown, which he really likes. Continues to work it, but Idolo does a good job basing down and staying heavy, not letting Brooks really get the angle for it. Brooks does have inside position here. Looks like Idolo's going to shoot in for a double leg. He's going to get the takedown. But if anything's shown today, that Brooks is very comfortable in the guard. Even over just the last week, his comfort being here and being able to wrap it up has improved. As he continues to control Idolo's posture. Number one thing here, in this position, if I'm going to play guard, I really need to make sure that my opponent stays down. Brooks does a good job with that, that head control. He's going to go over for the sweep, and he's going to sweep him over with just a simple hip bump. Elevates his hips up and throws him over. He does have a little bit of size on Idolo, probably like 45 pounds or so that always helps. Make up for the fact that he wasn't exactly sticky to him, but Idolo's not just going to take Idolo, tries to reverse it, and Brooks bases back down into this mount here and starts working. Idolo's legs are kind of up in the air. He uses that like kind of momentum though swing to get himself back over and back on top and guard. Pretty good example of Kazushi there, where he threw his legs left and to the right, and then he threw him back to the left. Got himself back up. So unfortunately, he is still in Brooks's guard. Almost is pick your poison of which one's worse: being Brooks' guard without the ability to escape, or be stuck in mount. Pick your poison. He stands up here, and Brooks goes under that leg. But Idolo bases back out and stays on top in the scramble. But again, really tough time. Idolo is another, high school seniors have a lot going on, so their consistency isn't super huge. There's Brooks attacks for this guillotine here. He's going to fight for this guillotine here. But Idolo's pretty safe. That shoulder's up pretty high. Higher that shoulder is towards the guy's chin, it's really hard to finish it. Just to get the proper leverage, but Brooks going to switch off to a Kimura here. He's going to keep working. Idolo's trying to climb, trying to get a grip on the mat. Brooks is staying on it, though. You have control of that shoulder. There's no real reason to let it go here yet. So he's going to keep working and keep adjusting, trying to get his hands in tight. It's harder to finish when his hands are far away. See, as he keeps bringing him in tight, now he wants to roll that wrist over his back, but here we go, and he's going to get the tap from Idolo here anyways, because there's just a lot of pressure on that shoulder. Idolo was stuck there for a while. Kind of knew it was coming. Good Kimura finish from Brooks. Got the finish at about 7 seconds left. These are two of the blue belts of the gym, even though there's about a 70-pound difference here. It's Tom goes in for a sloppy takedown, says it out loud. I'd rather he just continue competing. Max tries to throw him, but Tom again stands on his head. Very good job basing, not allowing himself to get on bottom. Max spent a majority of the last match in mount on Tom. Tom stands up. Max is looking for those ankles to look for that double ankle sweep. And Tom brings that ankle back for him, and sure enough, there we go. Oh, but Tom's scrambling up, and stays on top. Wow, really good job by Tom here. I was saying the emphasis for Tom today was going against Max was to not spend the whole match in mount like he did last time. But sure enough, Max gets a little bit of angle on Tom and kind of buries him back down, and now Tom's back exactly where he didn't want to be. Stuck in this mount against Max, who has a very good high pressure mount. Tom is super difficult to isolate limbs on. His nickname, we call him Hard to Kill, because it's just really, really difficult to catch Tom. Max pulled, even though Max has that size, when Max pulled out that submission on Tom with 7 seconds left, everybody was actually kind of shocked, because Tom doesn't usually give up submissions, especially with that little time. He'll usually bite down his mouthpiece and go for it. But here you go. Tom's trying to get Max on. Max so heavy on the hips, really, really good top pressure. So, let's see Tom. Yeah, there we go. He starts getting that bottom leg underneath. Max is going to look for the back take off of this, and he locks up a body triangle right off of it, which is just miserable. As Tom's sitting there and trying to get through. Rolls through. He's got the foot for the body triangle in the mat, which takes some of the pressure off, and Max is just trying to get back to his mount. Max wants to be in mount. The back control is nice and everything, but the mount's really where Max does his work. Tom does a good job getting back to half guard here. Like to see him look to get his near side underhook here as soon as he can. Yeah, there we go. He starts building on. He's just got to find a way to get Max weight off of his chest. Easier said than done, of course, as always. Tom looks to lock Max down and start stretching him out. We run a lot of lockdown at the gym, though, so people get pretty used to it. Max does a good job just stepping backwards, takes that pressure off it, breaks the knees with his hand. But Tom stays in there. He still has that half guard, stopping Max from progressing for now. But Max is relentless. He's not gonna stop just because Tom's trying to make him. He's gonna keep going for it. And sure enough, here he is across Tom's chest, and he's gonna get back into that mount, 3/4 mount possibly. Tough to see the leg here, but he's gonna step around. He's gonna look to take Tom's back again.
Get off the wall. Don't lean into it.
Yeah, getting a little close to the wall, which we don't like, but here we go. He spins around. He's on Tom's back now. Trying to work a choke in here, but again, Tom doesn't give up. Tom doesn't give up anything. We're all shocked at the fact Tom's never gone out in training. We figure it's a matter of time, but he's at about 2.5 years, and it hasn't happened yet. So we'll see who's gonna do it. He does not like to tap though. But again, this match is a lot of Max's size and strength. Max does a great job with the philosophy, basically. Get to a good position, cook him up, be strong, heavy, hard to move. Keep progressing, and he's back in mount again. Looking to isolate that arm of Tom's, but Tom doesn't make it easy. He looks like he locked up the gift wrap here, so he has good control on that arm now. He popped it over the head, which usually means we can go for an arm bar here, but he doesn't get that right leg out underneath Tom, so he's going to roll back to mount for now. Going to look for an Ezekiel here, trying to get Tom tapped to an Ezekiel. I'd shut the gym down. But they're going to continue fighting. Tom's keeping his arms in tight as best he can. Max going to step over for the arm bar here again. God, look at that. Oh, he sets up the triangle. Look at how tight this triangle is. We're running on short time here. This is locked in. He's going for the arm bar off of it. This is just absolute as best you can lock it in. Tom's just not going to fight. Tom's just going to fight it. He's going to fight until the end. And he's still trying to bridge even out of it. And there we go. There's the time. It's going to be the end of the match. Max definitely feels like he probably should have gotten something for that, because that was a deep triangle. As they come up, but Max is going to get the decision. Great match all the way around. These two had a great match the first time where, Rob almost caught Derek, and Derek's hand was up to tap. He didn't tap, and then Derek got him, ended up getting him with a really tricky little Kimura on the inside Americana trap. So there they are. They're battling inside.
I believe so.
Looking for inside position when we're standing up.
Flying buggy choke.
Rob's keeping his head inside. His head positioning is really keeping Derek from getting in on him.
I fell so
Now
hard. I
they're in
wasn't
the ear, but Derek, when Rob's head's just under his chin like that, Derek's got the option to snap him down if he can, if Rob's posture breaks, but the head position stops Derek from being able to come forward with anything. Here, Rob's just gets the tilt on him, but Derek uses the momentum to end up on top. But Rob recognizes the risk and doesn't settle, doesn't let him settle. He gets that arm on the wrong side of him to stand up, but he does get up the turtle, which is better than being flattened. So Derek's going to grab for the neck, though, and be able to take the back. Really good job by Derek here to control the position. He's getting that wrist control too, which is making it really hard for Rob to escape. Derek's going to continue to roll it, but Rob just powers out of it. Rob stands up out of the position change and ends up on top. He's going to work in. He's working into his mount now. He's in that 3/4 trap. Looks like he's got that arm isolated. Yeah, he's going for the head and arm there. This is a Rob classic. This is how he won the last Grappling Industries. He was in a couple of these, and he's just going to sit here and cook Derek in this. He gets flat. That really changes the angle. Derek now does one last kick to try to get out. There we go. He cuts that angle to a little bit more 90. He's taking his time with it. Derek's really trying to walk in to relieve some of the pressure. And there's the tap. Nice work by Rob. Okay, our seventh and final match in the round robin here. We have Charlie Breslin in the black versus Idolo in the red. This is probably the gym's most anticipated matchup between the two 18-year-old high school students, just for the speed factor. Here we go. They tie up. Collar tie. Charlie's starting to work that underhook as they continue, but Idolo does a good job getting the inside position, but Charlie switches down, gets the leg, starts to elevate, and he's going to work towards the back. Oh, look at that. He's right under the neck already. He's fighting it, but that is deep. I don't think Idolo's going to survive that, and there's the tap. Wow, fast submission from Charlie Breslin. Fantastic. All right, a little break in the action there as we were getting everything prepared, trying to figure out the tiebreaker. We're supposed to have a bracket. We'll have a bracket again next week, hopefully. But Colin Home got delayed in the car, so we didn't quite make it in time. But we figured out our bronze medal match, went by fastest submission. We had so many, so it's tough. We've got Charlie Breslin with his rear naked choke had the fastest, and Tom had that fast one against Rob. So they're going to fight here for the bronze medal match. Since both their submissions were pretty quick. So, Tom, Charlie, again, this is another one that everybody's really excited for. Two really fast guys going at it. They slap hands and they start off. Tom teaches the jiu-jitsu basic class as a blue belt. Charlie is the white belt. So Tom does have the experience and knowledge advantage, but Charlie can catch you with one of his guillotines. Or rear naked choke pretty much any time. So as they sit here and they keep battling with these collar ties, Tom has to be careful and not let Charlie get in an advantageous position because he is dangerous, as he continues to fight with Tom here. Tom does a good job staying inside. He tries to shuck him and go for that, but Charlie gets a hold of the neck. Tom pops out. They continue fighting. Tom's trying, that battle for inside position, they're doing really, really well. Charlie has that inside. Tom does that little inside tie on the left here. As you see, it's pretty tricky, just to stop him from being able to come in on Tom. But these two are battling here in these ties. Tom shoots in, gets the leg, tries to suck it in, but there was the mistake. He missed it on that. Max didn't make him pay for a sloppy takedown, but Charlie did. Look at that. Charlie's got the body triangle and he's on Tom's back right away. So great job. This is a fantastic showing from Charlie. This is what you're looking to do when you come in, for your first tournament day here. Bring it to the blue belt, make him work. And Charlie steps off for an arm bar here. And this is pretty deep. And this is pretty deep. Tom's starting to defend it well. He's got to do those little pulls. And see, he does that big pull. You got to be careful when you do that. It almost puts you deeper in. But Charlie's holding on to that armbar pretty good, just riding it out. Tom's doing a good job now. He steps over the head, stacking him a little bit, trying to make it uncomfortable. But he's got to really work that elbow out. Charlie has that elbow in the line pretty good. So that's going to be the first concern, is to make sure. There we go. Tom pulls that out pretty hard. Now Charlie is on the defensive. He's in that side control. Tom is doing that far ankle pin to stop him from being able to turn in. And he's going to walk in a mount here. With not too much resistance, which is always a good learning point for Charlie. Tom's starting to go for the head and arm, and Charlie doesn't take the pressure. He shows his back instead. Gets to his side. He goes back up to turtle. He's making Tom earn it. Tom's hanging on to the back really well. Playing around on the neck, but not really going. Hasn't really gone for that choke yet. Just really holding the position. Flowing with Charlie and trying to stay on top, which he does. Charlie gets his legs out. He's in that side. Charlie shoots in. Now Tom wraps him up to stay on that back, but Charlie's kind of on top. Charlie can cut his right elbow in between the two of them right here. He can't, though. Tom's going to be able to build it back up. And now Tom's getting his arm in, and Charlie's got to be careful because he's holding on to that leg. And there's a choke. Yep, Tom has that set up. That's a rear naked choke all day without the hooks, but he has him in a pretty tough position here, and Charlie's going to have to tap. It's a great win for Tom. But a great showing for Charlie, too. That was a fantastic match, back and forth. going to bring us to our gold medal match. We've got number 1 seed Brooks Johnson, who had 2 submission finishes, versus Max Gorham, who had the submission and then that really close submission at the end, but a decision win over Tom. They tie up. Brooks gets a little too high. Max wraps him up, goes to the back, and does that little trip takedown from the back. Holding on, he's going to work his way back up into top pressure. But Brooks does a good job retaining half guard. It's definitely something to be said there for Brooks. They're doing a good job making sure that Max didn't just go right past him when things went bad here. He's going to retain that half guard and make Max work a little bit. Max getting him out pretty easy in his other matches, so I'm going to reset him here just to get away from the wall a little bit. Want to get a good look at this. So we have ourselves set back in the middle. They get the half guard. They're good to go. They slap hands, and we're back underway. Yeah, Brooks does a good job here, stopping Max's progress through. Brooks is competing again on Saturday. He's by far the most active competitor here. So got that leg holding on tight, but Max kind of rolls it through. He's in this 3/4 guard, but Brooks doesn't let go of the foot. Which there's something to be said for that. As Max is kind of sitting on him here. Brooks continues focus, but Max does eventually get through to the mount. So Brooks with a good job with the hands on the hips. Max is probably trying to work an Ezekiel over here. He likes doing that, but Brooks doing a good job keeping his hands on the hips, and he knee and elbow escapes back into that half guard, just about at least a very deep 3/4 guard. But Brooks stays on that knee. Hands are on that knee. He's down. He's not being isolated. Max is basing out to stop Brooks' progression, but it doesn't, it's only a matter of time. If he's not putting the pressure down, Brooks has the ability to come up, and sure enough, he gets that. Locked down, locked in. Trying to swing Max's leg out. He's just a little high. Since his hips are kind of on that knee line, it's not... There we go. It's a little bit better. It's a little bit harder to control, but Max does a really good job flattening Brooks out, right? Brooks wants to be building up when he has this lockdown. But he's framing off. He's going for that electric chair sweep. It's just, it's something we do at the gym very often. I've done it to Max a million times. The electric chair sweep, I do it to everybody. So the guys are pretty wise to it. They do. Our guys have really good defense to it. And Max gets out. Brooks goes into that half guard knee shield, but Max kind of just stands up and throws it right by. Definitely something for us to work on going forward is that how to attack a standing opponent. Max goes knee on belly. He's going to look to isolate. From here, he gets to that, and there's your tap Americana. Great match again. Max is going to be your repeat champion, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for him. All right, thank you for watching week 3 of Thursday Night Fights at Mohawk Martial Arts. If anybody wants to come in and try to knock Max's crown off, is an open challenge for any gym, blue belt and under. It's an absolute tournament. You can DM us at Mohawk Martial Arts on Instagram, and we look forward to seeing you. So until then, be good, be better at jiu-jitsu.